Chiefs learned. I mean, if it counts pages. I'm assuming it counts pages. There's not 50 total.
Pages, like in a book. Everyone knows books are evil. Yeah, I don't know what we're talking about.
So
What else
Dan,
is
how
new?
tall is Dorothy?
I put this in her sheet. She is 4'1".
Oh, good.
What?
About dwarf height.
So we're going to be killing dwarves today?
Wait,
I know a certain person who would like that.
wait, I was going to say, doesn't Toty have a thing against dwarves? How has he not gone over and taken Dorothy out yet? And I don't mean out on a date.
So I'm understanding that we're going to go out on a date. All right. You should know that Dorothy is a very expensive date.
Oh, I
She's
can
a
believe
cheap
that.
drunk.
Oh, she's not expensive because she drinks a lot of alcohol. She's expensive because she will just cause, like, so much mayhem that the other person will have to pay for.
Sure.
And this is why she'll be forever single.
Probably.
So who remembers what happened last week?
Not it.
Where did we start? I don't remember where we started with the session. Oh, because I was late.
So Andy, you're it for the first 30 minutes of last week. What happened?
Give me a little hint.
I'm
Was last week-
asking
wait a minute,
you
wait a
so I
minute.
don't have to remember.
Wait a minute.
we-
Wasn't last week when we fought the
Dragon Brothers.
the Dragonborn twins? Yeah.
Yeah. You fought the Dragonborn
Right.
twins.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because we went. Okay, so yeah, okay, I remember what happened. So we showed up at the hell is it called?
The Parody Lake Precinct, right?
No.
Or was it before that?
No, it was at Seacham?
Seacham's,
Seacham.
Alcahest, and
Yeah,
Etchings.
Alcahest. I could not remember what it was. So
Because it's not
we
really a word, I don't think.
Oh,
I
so
think
you're
it's like
making us say some made up word?
No, I think it's like an old Greek word, but it means like solvent. Like universal solvent is the translation, and I've never seen it anywhere but this module before.
Okay, whatever. That's a great story. Anyway,
Thank you.
no, stop asking. So we get to the Alcahest and we discover that there is, and just as a question, was that like all like live? Like on recorded?
Yeah.
Damn. Anyway, so we show up at the Alcahest and we discover that there is guards like on all the surrounding buildings except for the Alcahest. So we kind of like, what the hell is all that about? And then we go to look into the building, but but I think it was Dorothy and T'Challa who hear voices on the side of the building. So we go and we check it out, and we see this gang of people that are trying to. They're like loading up a couple wagons with all sorts of incendiary materials. So we kind of confront them. They get all up in our face. We kick their ass. There's a guy up on the roof who's like,
Yeah, that guy was cheating.
yeah, totally cheating. And and for whatever reason, we killed everybody but this guy. Oh, wait. Did we keep the other one alive, or was it just this guy that we kept?
Right, we got both of the brothers, I think.
Oh, we did get both of them. Okay.
Got him in protective services.
Yeah. So we went over and we brought them back to Liam.
Yes.
Oh, and I don't know if I asked this to Lee privately or if I put it in the group chat, but I asked Lee, I said, I gotta kind of wonder if Liam is experiencing like a tremendous sense of deja vu.
No, you asked it. Yeah,
Was it in the main chat?
I think so.
Okay. Because I just, it's like, this is all gonna seem very familiar to him. So anyway, so we bring these two guys to Liam and we talk to them, and I think we threaten them a bit and get them to talk, but I don't remember exactly what it was that they told us. But I know I am well into like hour 2 here, so this is somebody else's turn to take over.
Yeah, we went and we interrogated the brothers, and we granted them. We agreed to give them special protection.
And then we went and checked out my home, and it attacked us.
That's right. That was the second.
That's it. I couldn't remember what happened after that.
And then I
Yeah.
proved to it that I was in charge.
And there was a guy kept hitting on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Wait a minute, who kept hitting on him?
The
Cali
The Eladrin.
Yeah, he's
like
a
the house
half elf.
guardian.
Oh, that's right. He was getting all like, yeah, that was so weird.
He's all flabbergasted that there's a female Eladrin walking around and not somewhere bound in chains. And he's like, sucking up to her real hardcore. Maybe
bet
hoping
he
he'll
was.
get some one day.
I thought we just shoot him.
All right, so you guys ate dinner and went to bed. It's coming up on it's right around 6 a.m. And you awake to a gentle ringing noise.
That is a lie. I would not awaken to a gentle ring.
It's a gentle ringing noise that progressively gets louder and louder the more you sleep in.
Okay,
So-
that's become more realistic.
Sort of like Dorothy when she gets going.
Sounds exactly like my alarm.
Yeah.
After a while, you
Guys
start
don't
hearing
seem to-
chickens going off.
Dorothy doesn't get up. She's awake, but she stays in bed.
T'Challa goes and gets a bucket of ice water and dumps it on her head.
You.
Toty will go
Bitch.
answer the door, or whatever's making the noise.
It's an illusion, because Taliesin's a bard. Jack of all trades, master of none, except annoyance. Is anyone going to go down the stairs? I guess you should see the map, huh?
It helps. I've got it.
Ooh, errors.
Errors, what?
I got errors. That's probably what happens when you don't update ever.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, did you not update? Because there was an update today.
Well, there's been updates since last time we played for me too.
Um,
I'm a couple behind, I think.
Sounds about right.
I'm kind of hungry, but I don't think I want to get up right now.
Just wait about 30 minutes for the munchies to kick in.
No, it's like time for dinner because we went right from the funeral home, so we didn't eat.
That's unfortunate. So is anyone gonna go downstairs?
no, Dorothy is chastising T'Challa for being incredibly rude, marching into a woman's room and then pouring water on her.
Well, somebody's got to get the contest started.
Mm.
Wait, what content?
What T-shirt?
That's what I assumed, but I missed that part of the conversation.
Well, because I threw a bucket of ice water on Dorothy.
So through all this time,
Wake
it's
her up.
still ringing.
Yeah, it's still going off.
All right, so so obviously T'Challa's up if he's already gone over and dumped a bucket of water on her. So okay. So what is it, like a magic alarm clock, or is it just something I can turn off? Can we hit the snooze?
No, it's you're not really sure what it is, but you can safely assume that it's been triggered by the bard as a means of waking you up.
Bard's triggered me. That's what you.
Yeah, okay, this bard is seriously gonna get his butt kicked.
But yeah, Toty's still gonna get up and try to figure out, why this thing's going off.
Okay. Everyone give me a perception check.
In the tower, folks. In the tower.
Out of the tower, right?
Oh God! In case
Can we roll our perception adjacent to the tower?
So Toty and Gargenyn and Touch-a-Eel, you all smell fresh bacon.
Ooh.
Hmm.
I'm vegan.
I don't buy it.
Oh, that's right. I haven't told you guys that yet, and incessantly.
Because you still want to be our leader.
You want to be respected.
Oh my god.
That's so cold. Funny as
What?
shit,
I
though.
didn't say anything.
You're gonna get us kicked off for being a bully.
So you can tell that the scent is so strong that it must be really close by, like outside your door.
Ooh,
I don't see a kitchen outside our door.
There's
maybe he
not.
brought it to our room on little trays outside our doors.
Oh, isn't that sweet? Okay, you know this was the house just doing it, right? Like the house is a magic house. It just does stuff for us, right?
Possibly.
Cool. All right, so I go to find out what that terrible smell is because it offends my vegan senses.
So right outside your door is a hovering pair of gloved hands with a silver tray with a cloche on top.
A who?
A
Cloche?
cloche?
The hell is that?
A cloche?
Yeah. Because it's
There's
spelled
no I in there.
Cloiche.
What the hell
I don't
is
know what
that?
that is either, Andy.
It's the thing that covers the plate. They're either metal with the little knob on top, or they're the glass
Oh,
cloche put over fancy
the
things
dome-
on
Nice,
your
Cali.
table.
the dome thing.
The cover. Okay.
You told all
The
you schooled
cover.
all of us there.
The dome covered thing.
Yes.
Why don't they just call it that?
Kaylee is correct. There's no I in there. I apologize. It's what she said.
Way to go, we screwed it all up.
It's a word that I rarely see used.
Lee has
That's
never
because
made any
nobody
mistakes.
uses it.
He's
You
never
really
made any
should.
typos or
He
mispronounced
needs
Shut
things
some
ever
interior
before.
design
Never.
classes. Is what he needs.
Wow. Anyways, as you lift the domed cover, the silver domed cover, you see a plate that has a couple strips of bacon on it, Andy.
Bacon.
I just look at it. I'm like, what am I going to do with that? That's disgusting.
Is he really a vegan? Because you've been
Well, you-
eating.
How do you think he stays so skinny?
Exactly.
Technically, all he's ever said that he ate was pastries, as far as I can remember.
Yeah, that's the only thing. That's the only thing
Oh.
that I've ever actually eaten in this game so far. In fact,
Dorothy,
I'm starving.
get your
What the
gun
hell, Lee?
out.
What?
Get your gun out.
Shoot him?
Yeah, you need to shoot him
Not
in
the
mask.
healing bullets, though.
Anyways,
Oh, but Dorothy doesn't even stop for the bacon. She goes straight downstairs. She wants to go
Okay.
find what the fuck was making that noise. Because in her point of view, it's Tichael can't help himself. He is, just a mean person. But whoever caused the noise is really the cause of why she got water dunked on her. She wants to go find that person. Andor Thing.
is anyone else going down to join her?
Nah, 'cause the belt's not bothering me.
All right,
Oh,
so
question. Yeah, go
He's
ahead.
just mad because he wants bacon and he won't eat it.
as time goes, the bell starts to turn into a loud gong, just
Why is this still
repetitively.
happening?
Gong, gong.
How do I make this stop?
Apparently, we have to go down.
I've said multiple times I'm trying to go to wherever I need to go to make it stop. Like, I'm not just sitting
Oh.
there.
Sorry, you have to go downstairs.
Okay. Like, that was my first response the first time the bell rang.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
That's
And
true.
then I think both me and Dorothy said we were going to go downstairs once we realized it was food.
Yeah, I'd say Toty probably is the first one down there, quickly followed by me, and the other guys saunter in at their own pace.
It smells amazing down here.
So as
Dorothy.
you all start filing down the stairs, you are encountered by the half-elf, the bard, And he says that breakfast is available in the main dining hall and that you have some visitors.
No. Hold on there, pointy-eared guy. What the hell just happened?
Anytime someone unexpected arrives there and the residents are not awake, there's an alarm.
And he cooks bacon.
That was already in the works.
Oh. Where are these visitors at?
He shows you into the main dining hall.
I'm just kind of concerned, wondering why the hell this didn't come up before.
I'm sure there's lots of things that we'll find out the hard way.
Yeah, I'm believing you may be correct.
Well, this was our first night ever staying, right?
Yeah.
Also, the first thing when we came in, when we were the intruders, he probably wasn't asleep, so the alarm wouldn't have rung.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, it's like, if he's like caretaker of the house, or if the house somehow goes over and does this stuff, you'd think that there'd be something that would have been provided.
Should have
to
been
us, like-
brief.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like,
You want
hey,
a
just so
manual?
you know, this house will go over and drive you crazy with its little alarm until you wake your ass up if somebody shows up, for tea.
Well, we could totally get out of this by just saying that there is a manual, but like everyone else in the universe, we did not read it.
True.
It's not like the deed came with a user's manual. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So, as you enter into the main dining hall, you are greeted by Mel the mostly sober and Katya the black.
All right. Toty, go.
Oh, good morning. You guys are here very, very, very early.
Katya she's sitting there, she's sobbing, she's beside herself, she's so upset.
Oh, what's our issue now?
You're looking very cheery today.
And Mel, he looks crestfallen, like it's the end of the world.
Of course, Katya is there. So of course he's sad.
All right, so Tichael goes over and asks Mel, what's wrong?
They burned her. They burned her to the ground.
I don't see any new spirits around here. I think they might be talking about a thing.
Oh, wait a minute. Did they burn down the bar?
Yeah, the soggy boot is no more.
When did this happen?
In the middle of the night, while we were sleeping, we woke up to the smoke and the fire. It's a miracle that we got out alive.
So were multiple fires being set the night before? This is OOC, by the way.
There was the fire that was being set where you guys were. This was after you guys would have come home and gone to bed.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the brothers are not working by themselves. They weren't.
That is one potential interpretation. Yeah.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
I'm being completely serious. Like it could
Okay.
be the same people or it could be different people.
Well, that's just it. It's like I'm kind of surprised. Like I'm wondering, was it like set beforehand, set to go off at a certain time? Is there another group that's doing this?
I think your first instinct is probably right. I mean, if there's two groups of people going around independently setting fires, I think it's less likely than it's the same people. Even if it's not the actual Dragonborn brothers, it's the same organization.
Well, I mean, it makes me wonder, and I'm sorry I've gone over and kind of monopolized the game here, Lee, but I was just thinking about this, like, have we heard whether or not there's been, because these fires have been happening, like, regularly.
Yeah, they've been happening pretty regularly for a while now. Usually once or twice a week, a warehouse or a business out in Parody Lake area is burned down. This is the first time you've heard of a business in the Central District being attacked.
Is it? But is it also the first time we've heard of multiple businesses being hit in the same night or at the same time or whatever?
Yes. Usually, if there's multiple businesses attacked, if they are adjacent to each other in some way,
And how close is Male's Bard to?
like an hour's carriage right away.
That's a bit of distance. It
Yeah.
definitely sounds like there's multiple groups that is doing this now. Okay, so this tells me that this is a lot bigger than what I thought it was. All right.
That's what she said.
Shut up.
Hey.
I don't even know what I said that you're responding that to. So, God, I'm not sure. I was just gonna. Was there any evidence left behind? You know, of who may have started the fire?
No, but as soon as we got out of the tavern, we saw a blue-skinned elf running away towards the bay.
Faye.
The bay.
Should have known.
The-
No, I mean Faye. Like, the person was Faye.
Does this description sound like somebody we've run across before, or is this like an altogether new person?
It sounds like the elves that attacked you out in the bay when you were headed towards the Denorn consulate at the start of this module.
Oh, are they like sea elves or something like that?
That's a safe assumption, yes.
Boy, they hold a grudge, don't they?
They
Yeah.
are a little bit pissy with you, yes.
The feeling is mutual.
Well, it's like, dude, it's like, you started something, we kicked your
Yeah.
butt, get over it.
Legit. Legit, they started this.
So Taliesin, he brings around plates for breakfast, appropriate to what he believes each of you would have ordered. Aera has a nice tray of fruits and cheese with some juice to drink. Gargenyn has a steak. Toty, some rocks, because he's not sure what gnomes eat. For Dorothy, he has some breakfast cereal with marshmallows in it. And
Do you like that? That's pretty. It's not
So he's
spot on, but it's
incompetent.
close.
I'm glad that he tries, but
for Tachail, he's got some sticks.
I
are
was
those
expecting.
vegan? I think those are vegan.
Okay, I was expecting him to tell me it was tofu. I got a big old loaf of tofu.
And he says, while you were sleeping, there was a delivery for you. And he points at a bird that's sitting on the counter.
Oh my
Ooh,
god, I
bird.
forgot about this.
Dorothy goes over and plays with the bird.
I think I still have a token for it.
Once I see it, I'll know it. Sorry, I remembered things again.
I don't have a token for it. Shit.
Oh no.
We will use that for now. I'll get a token for it later. You're welcome, Andy.
You're an asshole. I hate you so much.
Keep it like that.
I'm like looking at it like, is that a butterfly? I'm like, that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So around the birds that vaguely resembles a giant butterfly's right leg is a little note on a string, and it explains that the bird itself is a means of communications across long distance, or across distance, but not extremely long distance, and that each tail feather, up to 5, can be held by someone that you want to communicate with. And it says that the person that gave it to you already possesses one of the feathers. So there's 4 feathers left.
Yeah, Dorothy doesn't tell anyone that, and she says that the bird is a gift for her from her secret admirer.
Wow. And the note itself is signed to Gale.
All right, so Dorothy tells everyone all that.
You have a secret admirer named Gail.
No, the secret admirer part was just me joking, out of character. In character, she just tells you everything that Lee said.
Along with the bird, there's a card with an address and directions inside, with a time
Well, that can
of
mean anything.
7 a.m.
Again, that can mean anything. We're gonna have to really put our brains together to code that.
Yeah, I'm sure. While all this is going on, there's a knock at the front door.
Jesus Christ!
Kind of like Grand
Busy.
Central Station here.
Busy
How are
morning.
they finding us?
You know, shit. What do we put a placard out front? Unit
We
27.
live here now.
Yeah, we live here now. Unit 27 lives here now.
Is anyone going to answer it?
The
Because
little
I can-
half-elf guy can answer it. He does everything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
That's
but
how the
he's
house
directed
did its
to.
own stuff.
Yeah,
The house
yeah.
took care of itself.
Toty, take care of this. Get your minion to do stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna look at the bard. I just look at him,
And keep looking at him while they knock.
and if he doesn't get the clue, I'm gonna look at the door. Then look back at the bard.
Finally,
You said
go.
he's
Are
not
you
like
gonna
a
get
little
that?
spirit or anything? He's actually a person.
The half-elf, yes. He's an actual person. He's not
Ah.
a spirit.
It just seems weird that there's an actual it's like a house elf or something. It's weird.
He's a retainer.
Don't give him a
any
sock.
socks.
God. Taliesin looks over at Toty. Is Toty actually asking him to get the door?
Yeah. Can you
Okay.
get the door, please?
He nods and says, "Of course, of course." So he goes up to the door.
I can't believe you had to ask him.
No.
Well, I was busy doing something, so I wasn't paying attention to what he was saying.
You just don't like us.
I was just looking at him because I was kind of expecting him to do it on his own.
He's a poor retainer. I think you should replace him.
I feel like Toty's been
Yeah.
getting too uppity since I got this sword. Used to be nicer.
Oh, trust me, what's the sword?
Used to be nicer.
That's not how I remember it.
Yeah, I mean, was he?
He was. He was a
Probably.
sweetheart.
He probably was.
So
Yeah, I
at the
don't think he
door
was.
is a human in some brown robes. He introduces himself as a messenger from the Kel Guild. And he says that he has something that he believes belongs to someone here.
Ooh, is it a lizard?
No, it is a teenage dwarf, a young teenage dwarf. I have a token of
Is
a
he a
dwarf
mutant?
Oh,
kid.
Dorothy's gonna have a boyfriend.
You mean,
Is
you
he a
know,
mutant?
boyfriend too?
True.
I don't relinquish my rights to Five Finger Flynn.
Oh my god.
So he says this child was actually kidnapped by someone that was working for the Kel Guild as an associate, and Working Kel does not approve of the involvement of children. No harm has come to him, and I'm here to return him to you.
To us?
It's Mel's son.
Oh,
It's a bad token.
okay.
Speaking
Oh,
of token, Andy.
What? Shut up. Shut up. Okay. So they brought this kid back. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to remember who the hell the damn kid was. So this was the kid that was kidnapped by.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now I remember who this brat is.
He is kind of a brat.
Yeah. So Katya jumps up and runs over to the kid. Dan, what is the kid's name?
I don't remember what we used to call him. His name is now Peter, though. Pietro.
Peter.
Whatever you want. Yeah, Peter. What's wrong with Peter?
Oh, I heard Pietro.
Peter's fine too.
Okay.
Something Russian sounding for Peter.
So next thing we know, we're gonna have an elf that's named Quicksilver. So
Well,
she rushes over and she picks him up and starts to smother him essentially. And he's like, "Mom, I'm 13. Put me down." And he sees Dorothy standing over there with the rainbow bird, and he's like, "Hi."
Ew.
Ew.
Mm,
it's not that easy, buddy. I expect some romance. We'll get to that though. Don't worry.
Oh God.
Well,
Maybe.
what if we started? So the messenger, he hands a note to Taliesin and says that Lorcankill would like to see you today at the theater in the Nettles.
Ha! Sucks for the elf guy. He's gonna totally get killed.
no, we can't let him die. He's got to make us bacon.
Well, the
And
letter is
rocks,
addressed to
apparently.
Unit 27.
Oh,
And he says that Lorcankill sends his deepest condolences on the loss of the Soggy Boot. He had heard it was a fine establishment, and he wants you to know that it was not his doing.
Sounds pretty suspicious to me.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly what a criminal would say.
Yeah, the person who always says, I didn't do it, is always the one that did it.
So the messenger excuses himself and leaves.
All right, so now I suppose we need to go visit this Orkin man. What's the name of this guy?
so before we visit them, did I know Dorothy was talking about like opening a bakery or something in here, or someone
Uh,
had some kind of plans for like the kitchen and bar area, I think.
Well, it was briefly mentioned that Mama June could open up her bakery in the little shop on the west side of the building.
Because I'm thinking of opening the bar or offering the bar up to Mail to run.
No, we should be comically rude to them and be like, "Oh, your family's united." Now get the fuck out.
Oh my god, Dan, that was horrible.
What?
That's so mean.
We have done everything. We got them the stupid deed. We got their stupid son back.
Yeah,
We
but
can
the deed
accomplish
is
the
no
mission.
good without the building.
That's not what they asked us to do.
And you know what they
Wasn't
did
part
for
of-
us? You know what they did for us? They gave Dorothy fruit juice. She just wanted to get drunk. That's all she wanted, and they gave her fruit juice.
Exactly. Monsters.
Well, Mel is he's sitting there at the table, and he says, I don't know what we're gonna do now. All of our life savings were sunk into that bar.
Oh, see, I really want to know when this became our problem.
Well, it doesn't have to be. I mean, you could say "fuck you, go away," but then again, you could be bypassing
So-
on some income.
Toty's struggling
Yeah.
with that. Like he
With the-
wants
with
to
the-
say that
With the whole,
as
them
his
being
sword's
dwarves.
glowing away.
Yeah.
But you can see, like, takes a minute to think and breathe slowly. He's like, "We have a perfectly good bar here that you could run."
He Mel perks up and starts to look around, and it's like the idea never even dawned on him that he could actually work here.
No idea has ever dawned on him.
And Koch is like,
That's harsh too.
"You better say yes, or I'm going to kill you.
Uh,
You see what you've done to my family. You're going to say
Mhm.
yes, or you're going to die."
Okay, so they knew we were over here, so that means that they knew that we had a bar. How do we know they didn't go over into their own place so that they could get into a nicer bar?
That's a pretty big
Mel is
idea.
not that smart.
That is a good defense.
Yeah, but how smart is Katya?
She's a crafty bitch.
Okay, yeah, so I
Mm.
wouldn't put it past her.
But you could always try insight to see if she's lying.
In the box.
I'll let you put it out in the open.
And Toty's gonna look at Mail and be like, and just so you know, you might be sharing that kitchen with someone else. We have some ideas for the
Boom.
adjacent room.
So
that's
you
for
get the
Dorothy to
sense
figure out.
that Katya is hiding something, but you feel that she had no idea that the bar was being burnt down. You're not sure what she's hiding, but it's not related to the bar.
She's trying to hide that she tests her husband. Mail
Oh,
doesn't
no,
hide it, though.
that seems like that's pretty much out in the open. Okay. Well, I kind of look over at Toty. I just kind of like, I was going to say raise my eyebrows, but I can't do that because I have a mask.
Your mask has like one of those emoji eyebrows like you see in anime. It's on the outside of the mask.
Magical.
You got like Spider-Man eyes.
Kind of like
Yes.
how in some anime the eyebrow is on top of the hair.
Exactly. Okay, so I kind of go over and make a kind of a,
You could like incline
we'll
your
talk later. Yeah, like we'll talk later. But because I don't try, and I kind of give like a little nod of my head at Katya, kind of like just indicating like, okay, yeah, we need to talk about her later on.
Okay.
Well, about the whole thing about she's hiding something. So we got to figure out how to get it out of her. So you're gonna give it to Mail, and Mail is all excited, and
I'm not giving it to him. I'm giving
Wow.
him space to work.
yeah, that's what I meant.
So you're saying he's giving it to you?
Oh my god. Can we stop using that terminology?
Anytime I
So,
want.
what percentage is Mail getting as his take home? Or I
Take
guess
home?
a better question is what percentage is the house taking from Mail?
Why does Mel think he's getting a percentage?
Seriously, he
Welcome
just
to
signed up
slave
to be
labor.
exactly.
Hey, he gets room and board and food.
I mean, honestly, Toty doesn't really care too much if someone else wants to make
And
those
the joy of working for Unit 27, the best unit in the RHC. Oh, who am I kidding? The only unit in RHC.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't even know what to ask for. Let's see.
60-40.
Wow.
Nah, Toty's
60
next.
for-
I'm fine with just like a 10% cut. How's that?
Okay. Katya agrees.
Because also they'll have to find some place to live. I know there's a lot of rooms here, but they do not live here.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, there's a small apartment down in the wine cellar.
Okay.
So,
Basically, I don't want their Rugrat running around all the time.
oh, I see what you're saying. So you don't want Pietro on the premises.
Well, I mean, he can be here. Toty's not saying this, but like Toty's thoughts is like, he doesn't care if he comes over or whatever, but he just doesn't want them, like, if the bar's closed, like, just them living there and having to deal with that noise of a family. I don't know. That seems like too much.
Okay. So maybe they will take up a residence nearby or across the street or something.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like pretty much it comes down to it's like Toty can just barely tolerate us.
You guys fucked up when you let him win. I'm just saying. You fucked up. Okay, so
Wait a minute,
at this
let who
point,
win?
when you let Toty win the gambling competition,
Oh, true, good point.
Imagine if Dorothy had won.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, it would be painted pink. There'd be glitter everywhere. The
well, she can
motif
do
would be
that to her
unicorn.
bedroom.
All I'm picturing is the end of the guild,
Oh yeah.
the castle. Yeah, that's all I'm picturing.
So the rightmost like section of the map, is that like the top floor?
The rightmost section is the top floor over the like staff area. The second to rightmost is the top floor above the dining hall. So if you, what I'll do is I'll end up editing it and moving those down like or up over the
Oh, okay.
the
I
sections
see.
that go
I see
above.
the stairs. They line up.
Yeah.
Well, kind of. The one's kind of.
Yeah, the one's kind of wonky, I know. I can't help it.
Because I'm thinking right now that Toty might want to like knock out the walls, or at least a couple of the walls in that rightmost part, and then maybe have some kind of like big door that opens up to the outside that he can just hop down from if he feels like, you know, he needs to deploy a new suit.
Okay.
Suit hangers.
Make a
Well, I
work room
mean,
in there.
you have a completely empty room on the bottom floor as well that has nothing over it right now.
Mm.
Like that little hall with the little square room, it's completely empty, not being used yet.
Yeah. Okay.
So
But
at
anyway.
this point, you have 2 requested meetings. One at 7 a.m., so about an hour out in Pine Island area. And then the other one is in the Nettles with, or no, in Parody Lake with Lork and Kel. And that one's around like 10.
So it's a real tight schedule they got us on today.
Not really. I mean, it's more than enough time to get from one place to another.
Well, I guess we should take them in the order that makes it feasible. Although, what are we doing with our squatters?
Which squatters? With
Well, technically, yeah, they're all homeless. I mean, they don't even have a place temporarily to go to. I mean, it's gonna take them a minute to find something.
well, I mean, Toty could always offer them temporary room at the compound. And there's also the subject of naming the tavern.
Well, this time it's Toty's, so I think he should get for it.
Mm. Call it the other boot.
The other boot.
The other boot.
No,
That's funny.
no. The better boot.
Well, I was kind of going
just
off
to rub it in.
idiom, wait for the other shoe to drop.
Oh, cute.
Okay. So the other boot. And then do you want to have Taliesin call for Mama June to come take up shop in the bakery?
I figured I'd let Dorothy make
Yay!
those decisions because that's kind of like she's the freak about the pastries thing.
Excellent delegating.
Just a freak.
Now, certain other leaders of the group might perhaps look upon your example. As
She
what to
did
be
just call you a
emulated.
leader. Just saying.
Okay, what's her game now? You know she doesn't view me as a leader.
Well, what I'm doing right now is by calling you a leader, I'm actually subverting your leadership because I'm saying Toty's actually a better leader than you.
Wow.
Wow.
That's some next level shit.
That was some serious shit.
That's how Dorothy rolls.
That's it, Dorothy. You're out of the group.
Good. I didn't even want to be in one anyway.
So at this point, after having eaten and I guess taken a good morning shit, you can set out.
What?
That came out of nowhere.
Wow.
Well, I mean, you've got privies, so you might as well take advantage of them.
Yes, but I mean, I feel like
We
you
each
could've
go to
done
a
it.
separate one.
Yeah. I mean, there's like 3 on the first floor. There's like
It's like now I just
5
feel
or
like
6.
I know a little bit too much about my teammates here.
Yeah.
There's like 7 on the second floor. So there's one everywhere. You have your privacy.
I'm like, we work together. I don't want to know that you poop.
Agreed.
So you head out for the Pine Island area where Gale's note leads you. On your way there, do you want to swing by RHC headquarters and deliver a feather to Delft?
Why
Are
would we
we-
want to
yeah.
talk to him?
Yeah, literally my first thing I was thinking.
Okay, fair enough. Did you want to leave a feather with anyone at the compound? Or, I'm sorry, at the other boot?
Do we want anybody to be able to get in touch with us?
It's probably a good idea to leave one with a little half elf guy.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. You can leave it with your butler.
You mean with Aera's love interest?
That's
Stalker is sounding like.
Oh,
She's gonna need to get a
stalker.
restraining order.
Next thing you know, he's going to ask for pictures of her feet.
Oh,
Bro.
If he goes over and sends you like a send message and it's just gonna be down, never mind. An unsolicited
Are you
picture of
trying
some
to?
type.
Are you trying to say he's going to send a feathered dick pic by way of bird feather? Wow.
Yeah,
I don't think it works
That's
like that,
right.
but okay.
it's like swipe left, Aera.
Oh my god.
Whichever one rejects the guy, just like get rid of him. Do not open any emails from him.
So
agreed.
almost an hour goes by when you arrive at the address in Pine Island and are directed to down a path that leads you up to the top of a waterfall just on the outskirts of the district. On one side of the waterfall, you guys are on the west bank. Gale, or a woman, a half-elf woman in a blue gown, is standing on the east bank, and there's probably a good 100 feet between the two of you.
Okay, so who's the blue gowned?
Well, we assume she's Gale.
Hannah Gale Solange is what we'll call her.
Okay.
I'm sorry, she's not half-elf, she's a Ladrin.
All right, so is this Gale?
Yes, I mean,
Don't-
you believe she is.
Don't tell the half elf.
Yeah.
A warm breeze seems to wash over you, and on the words are carried to you on the breeze. It says, it sounds like what should be a woman's voice, and you assume it could be from Gale. And she's saying, "Your character comes recommended by a dear friend of mine. At his suggestion, I would like to arrange a meeting and wait. This is what the note said. I'm sorry. It says, your character comes recommended by a dear friend of mine. At his suggestion, I would like to arrange a meeting with you, and so that we may discuss a mutual enemy. Speak to the wind when the time is convenient for you, preferably within the next 2 days. My canary will guide you when you are ready. The meeting will occur in my territory because I trust my dear friend. I confess I find him a poor judge of character. After all, he associates with me."
Dorothy waves over and she's like, "Hi, Gale. It's nice to meet you."
So the Eladrin woman, she takes a step off of a large rock on the eastern shore, and you think that she should be falling into the river that's separating you, but instead she seems to walk into the air and almost kind of float towards you, and stops a good 20-30 feet away, just kind of hovering over the waterfall. She says, "I have a contact, a courier of the unseen court, who lets me call him Alec. He is an eerie creature, dwells in shadows, but is loyal to the court, and has a fondness for this nation, which treated his people well for so many years. Just over a month ago, when the last new moon was aligned with the planet Nem, spelled N-E-M, Alec arranged for me to walk with him into the Bleak Gate. I will spare you the details of that journey's emotional toll, but during the few hours that night when I could see into the dark side of the world, I discovered something. There is activity in that mirror image of Flint. Not much. I never saw anyone other than my guide. Most of the buildings are hollow, like abandoned shells of dead sea creatures. But there are no echoes, and no wind blows, so you can hear footsteps for miles away. And in the distant gloom I saw torches and lanterns, lights that the denizens would never, ever need. Their path ran along the canal to the still analog of Parody Lake, and then up toward the Nettles. I did not have time to get close, but I heard churning there and saw smoke and steam drifting into the starless sky. They were working, assembling something, hiding right where we can't see it, on the other side of the shadow. My Nalasa found a clue. I sent her on a mission, and she found the truth, and they killed her for it.
Yeah, it's bad deal working for you.
Yeah. I am furious at her murderers, but Neverd has made me realize that his conflict is larger than my selfish desires for revenge. Unfortunately, I can't return to the Bleak Gate, nor show you what I saw. The same alignment with Nim will not repeat for decades, and I have not yet found another way into that world. But I do have proof of my own. The woman reaches down and pulls out a tiny vellum book from her belt, and she offers it to you. It seems to slowly just float as if being lifted up by a gust of air. She says, "This is a copy of a ritual that will detect various energies, though you have to have been exposed to what you're seeking. Worthless to most, or worthless to most people, but I have been to the Bleak Gate, and I believe that when you were with Neverd, so did you. Or at least you touched the veil. I've flown across this city trying to find sources. In some places, the stink of it bleeds through naturally, especially on Cauldron Hill, but I followed trails. The night after Nalasa was murdered, I found a strong source at the consulate, and I tracked it across 3 districts before I lost it. And too often I found it clinging to factories or in the foyers of rich businessmen. There is a conspiracy afoot. The Norins are involved, and industrialists in the city, and some third force in the Bleak Gate. They've already killed to protect their secrets. We need to find out what their goal is. And is someone going to take the book?
Dorothy will take it.
Okay.
She likes stuff.
Is anyone going to fight Dorothy for the book?
No, I was probably gonna give it to her.
Okay. So inside the book is a ritual that any spellcaster can learn.
Ooh, I'm a spellcaster. What does it do?
It is the... That's not it. Hold on.
Is it a sexy ritual?
It's the Detect Planar Energy spell.
Detect sexy planar energy?
No.
Damn.
Oh,
All right.
God, Dorothy.
Listen, a girl's gotta try.
Girl's gotta stop trying.
I'm going to make an item for it.
Thank you.
Is it a sexy item?
It's like the Kama Sutra of rituals.
I'll be right back.
He needs to go fill the bowl.
Wish I had some gummy bears.
Damn it, no,
Forgot
I want
about
gummy
those.
bear. I have. Oh no! Fuck me! Why did I bring the gummy fruit snacks into work? Stupid Dan. I had gummy fruit snacks. I had them. Not gummy bears, but they would have done.
All right, Dan, can you see that?
Yes.
So you can work on adding that into your spell book. It, I believe it says it's a first level spell.
Oh, so it's not like actually a separate thing. It's actually like a spell.
Yeah, it's a spell that you put into your book. It doesn't
Got it.
count against the number of spells that you know or that you can use per day. I mean, like when you're setting your spells known for the day, it doesn't count against that.
Got
So
it.
you'll always be able to cast it. However, it does use up a spell slot when you cast it, unless you cast it as a ritual.
And how does casting it as a ritual work?
I'm not sure. We'll ask
All right.
Paul later because that's a Paul question because I really don't care about rituals in 5th edition. They're kind of stupid. I mean, it's nice that they
Okay.
exist, but at the same time, you can cast it as a normal spell. So, I mean, why? Anyways, so let's see. I'm looking to see if I'm missing anything. She says this is a copy of a ritual that will detect various energies, though you have to have been exposed to what you're seeking. Worthless to most people. Wait. No, she already said all that to you. And she says that she is leaving the bird, the messenger wind bird, in your care. But she is retaining the feather that she took before she had it delivered so that she can always get in touch with you through the bird.
Dorothy salutes Gale. She's like, "We won't let you down."
She asks if you have any questions of her before she goes.
I feel like we should ask her questions.
I feel like there's at least one question that you guys need to ask her. Since, she's under investigation.
Oh, yeah. Did you burn down those buildings? Even though we know you already didn't. But did you?
I will confess, I had my people burn one building. But this was months ago.
Why would you burn the soggy boot?
She looks at you like she has no idea what's going on. I didn't. I had them burn down a business that was being run by slavers that were trading in elven slaves.
I see, so it was completely unjustified.
She looks at you oddly, and she just turns and floats away. She says, "I'll be in touch."
Did she say she
Okay.
burned a bunch of elven slaves?
No.
I think she implied it.
Oh my god.
That's not cool.
No, she burned down a building that was housing a slaver's den, but it had nothing to do with any of the other fires that are going on. She's being pinned as a scapegoat.
Supposedly.
So next up is the meeting with Lork and Kel at the theater in Parody Lake. Is that where you guys are going to head?
Oh, we should have asked her why the sea elves hate us. I feel like she would have been a good person to ask for that.
She might have.
All right, let's go ask Lorcan Cal. He probably won't know, but we should still ask anyway.
Okay. So, it takes you about 2 hours to get from where you are in Pine Island over to the central area of Perry Lake where the theater is. It's about a half hour by boat from Pine Island to the eastern side of the bay, and then about an hour and a half into Perry Lake, where you can stop at the theater. As you climb the steps to the theater, you see a big "Coming Soon" sign on the marquee out front, and it says, "Coming soon, 27 the Farcical."
So we have another building to burn down. Sounds like.
I agree.
Yeah, that's a little dissy.
So as
Yeah.
you come up to the bank of double doors at the front of the theater, there are guards stationed on either side of each set of double doors, and each of the guards is wearing a bright red, like a scarlet red scarf.
Fancy.
The middle set of guards open up the doors and tell you that Lorcan Kel, leader of the Kel Guild, is waiting for you in the VIP box.
Sounds exciting.
Inside, as you enter the first set of double doors, you're met by an usher. He's wearing a little pillbox hat, and he leads you up a set of stairs towards a balcony where the VIP box is. Just outside the box, there's another pair of guards, and they stop you. They say, "You cannot proceed until you turn over all weapons."
Andy,
I am a
you want
weapon.
to? Andy, you want to cover this?
Mm-hmm. Weapons, of course, will be returned to you at the end of your meeting.
So you're saying is we don't have a meeting?
What?
Yeah. I feel like Tichael's going to have a strong opinion about this.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be giving up our weapons here. Didn't we do that once and we almost got screwed over in a big way?
No.
I seem to remember happening that way.
I
I
don't
don't
seem to
trust this
remember
guy.
your characters giving over their weapons ever before.
Well, there's a reason
think
for
we
that.
did.
Because we don't do that. And guess what? We're not doing it now.
We
Can't
lost
make-
them when we were kidnapped.
That's true. You lost them, but you didn't willingly give them up. So as you're standing there debating the forfeiture of your weapons, numerous guards come up the stairs behind you and down the balcony walkway from the other side until you are essentially boxed in with only one way to go, which is through the door to the VIP box.
But okay, so we let them go over and we just do the VIP box, but it'll be with our weapons.
No. They won't move until you hand over your weapons.
Well, it's like, they invited us. We didn't want to be here, so we'll just take our leave. See ya.
How are you going to get out? They're blocking your walkway. Keep
Sounds
in
like
mind,
we have to roll initiative.
they
then.
don't have any
How many
weapons
guards are
drawn.
there?
You see two on either side of the VIP door, and there's a good 10 on either side. So probably about 22 to 24 people there.
We can take them.
I mean, I feel like if they're just like they're not happy with us with our weapons, we'll be happy to leave.
That's what I'm thinking. But I'm having a feeling that we're meeting basically with the Mafia Don,
Yeah.
and we've got no choice. We're here and it kind of seems like it comes down to is if we hadn't come here on our own, we would have been dragged here eventually.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So really, the choice is give up your weapons, or they're going to send you out in a small box. But I mean, they're being as polite as they can be about it.
I agree to disagree.
I grudgingly go over and unstrap my weapons and I hand them over. I'm like, I want those back.
Okay. So you place your weapons into a finely crafted wooden box that has a lock on it, and the usher is the one that's collecting them and having you put them into the box yourself. He gets to Toty, and he's looking at Toty. He's like, I think you have a weapon.
You sound pretty confused about that.
Well, he's looking at the thing on your arm. He's like, I think that's a sword.
No,
Right?
that's not a no, that's just a part of his
Better put it in the box anyways.
mobility. What's attached
Clickety,
to his mobility
clickety
thing?
clicks is his little tail thing that catches missiles at him.
Well, the usher looks at that and says, I don't think that counts as a weapon.
Honestly, I don't know why we decided to go with this giving up our weapon thing. Like, I'm still not with that.
Well, I'm not
mean,
with it either, but it's kind of
it's-
like we're screwed. We're in a position
You're
that
being
we
essentially
We either
strong-armed.
give up our weapons and then possibly have to fight with nothing, or we just fight these a-holes right now because they think they can take our weapons. That's kind of what I'm looking at.
yeah, but
that's
only
the risk that you take.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is
But I'm saying
This
it's
is
a risk
only the
that I
20
don't think I would take.
these are only the 24 people here that we know of. You know, if we start shit with them,
Oh, I think I missed that there was 24, which is
yeah,
over.
there's like 24 here.
Yeah.
So, and knowing if we start something with this 24, there's like another 40 that'll come piling into the thing, and we just don't have time for we to go over and populate that type of map.
Well, unfortunately for everyone involved, that sword is cursed, and I can't give it up if I wanted to. So
Yeah,
So
that's true.
He's got a point.
He's got me there. So the usher turns on his heel and faces Tachiel again. He snaps the box closed and locks it with the little brass key and hands you the key, Andy.
Thank you.
How nice of him.
And then he leads you into the VIP box where there's a single plush chair with someone sitting in it.
You must be Larkin Kel.
I am, and you must be the leader of Unit 27.
I am. What do
Agree
you
to
want?
disagree.
I just go over and go, shut up, Dorothy.
I would dispute.
I appreciate that you have accepted my invitation. I apologize that it was on such strange circumstances. I trust that the boy was returned home safely.
He was. Out of character, just to confirm, is this the guy that went over and took him?
This is the guy that the gambling guy, the gambling boss, said that he was given to.
Okay.
No, because the people that we gambled with were the ones who took him. But then
Right.
someone in Kel's organization got the kid, and then when he found out about it, he said this is a bridge too far.
Essentially,
give him
yes. Yeah, when he found out that someone had kidnapped Mel's son, he's known of Mel before because he has his finger on the pulse of Flint, and he knows who the RHC agents to be concerned about are. He's like, fuck this shit.
We scared of us.
I feel like we're just making our name, so this is like the, well, I guess this would be like the welcome to the big leagues meeting.
Okay,
Kind of.
so why have you summoned us?
Two reasons, actually. I hear that you're looking for a doctor, a northerner.
Yes, Dr. von Recklinghausen.
Yes,
Do you know of him?
I do, and I can give you directions to him.
I'm sure that'll be totally
Very
free.
well. What else?
I ask something of you in return. However, I believe it is something that you want already.
To get rid of Dorothy? Sure, here.
Oh my god!
No, it seems that the sirens have been interfering with my business as of late, and I've heard tales that you've crossed paths with them a time or two.
Sirens, do you mean the seals?
I do.
Those
What have
bitches.
They've been causing
what have
trouble.
they been doing?
They've been causing trouble with my imports business. He says that with an odd tenor.
Does he go over it? Does he go over and lift his hands up and make little quotey
Air
fingers?
quotes, yeah, essentially. My imports business. But one of my associates, Flynn, said that he saw a number of the sirens setting fire to the soggy boot just this morning.
Your informant happened to have only 5 fingers?
That is a nickname of his, yes. He doesn't
Well
work
earned.
strictly for me, but I do pay a lot of the children of the city to let me know of the goings on.
Cough, 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 paying children, cough.
Okay, I wasn't the only one that caught that.
So as he's talking, he turns he seems like he's getting bored with the conversation, and I've got a little background story that is going to go on while we're talking. So he says that the sirens they're holed up in Bossum Strand in a small dockside warehouse, and that possibly in the next couple days you might want to take a look at raiding their facility, just because he's heard tales that their boss will be there with some kind of big shipment. There's been a lot of commotion around them. He also wants to make clear that the Kell Guild had nothing to do with the fire at the Soggy Boot, and that he is very adamant that the RHC is not to be trifled with. He looks at Dorothy and says, "Do you have any questions, little girl?"
How do I get paid to give you information?
No, I'm good. Oh, wait. Do you know where a lizard is?
A lizard?
About yay high, yay long, green, got scales, likes to slither about.
While Dorothy's talking, T'Challa happens to be looking at the stage and notices what the hell's going on. And he's getting really pissed.
Oh, just wait, it gets so much better. Lycan says, "Don't forget the question mark." Rar?
Rar?
Um, He says, "Well, there has been a lizard running around this building. The last time I saw it, it was actually clinging to the pinnacle of the dome, just up there." And he points up above the audience and the stage at a chandelier that's hanging down. And sure enough, there's a lizard. It has blended its skin color so that it seems to look like a decoration on the chandelier.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, and then as soon as he points it out to us and we see it, the thing scurries away and we lose it again.
No, it's chilling up there.
Dorothy reaches for her gun and then realizes, damn it! All the times. I want that lizard. It's my lizard.
So
So
Is
Lorky
Dorothy-
Kel gets up and starts clapping really loudly.
is the bearded midget supposed to be Dorothy?
Yes.
I knew it. So apropos. Stop resisting.
Lorcan turns to you and says, "I know it's a little dark, but it's hilarious. You guys give us the best material to work with. I can't wait for this show to go into production."
Excuse me.
Toty claps.
Did they really kill that bum?
They did.
He claps and oh wait, they killed a bum.
Yeah,
Oh,
really? This is not
I'm actually not asking you, Lee. I'm asking Kel. Did they
He
just
looks
kill
at you.
a bum in front of us?
Well, yeah, he owed us, $3,000 in gold, and refused to pay.
And
We
that's
caught
why I
him
don't
trying
give
to
up your
skip
weapons.
town. I mean, normally they're gonna shoot confetti at the person, but for this practice, they just shot him in the face. And he looks at you stone faced like nothing's wrong.
So now we can look at him and go stop resisting.
Well, how high up are we? The balcony, I'm just
About
saying.
80 feet. Well, yeah, about 60 to 80 feet up.
I walk up to Kel and I stick him with my rapier because I only ever said that I was handing over my guns. They didn't take.
Oh my God! We got Lee. We got him, guys.
So you're going to threaten him with a rapier?
Oh no, I'm gonna stab him through the freaking chest. Well, no, not really. I'm not stupid, but God, that's just not cool. That the just killed, and we can't even get all pissy about it because we're at a disadvantage. That's not cool.
So Kel is he's kind of eyeing all of you to see what your reaction to this is, and he's like, "You're a little
I
dark
asked for
too,
my
aren't
lizard
you?"
back. Yeah, Dorothy's just like, I asked for my lizard back.
I'm not dark. I'm pissed, but I know I'm at a disadvantage here.
Fair enough. Perhaps you can come to the official opening and take a bow for the audience. If you want. I'm not going to force you, of course. He turns and he takes something out of his pocket as he's facing away from you and puts it up to his mouth. And then you see the lizard, a few seconds later, it kind of wobbles and falls to the ground. So it falls about 100 feet, but it seems to land in a chair or in one of the seats that the audience sits in.
Wait a minute. So what did he lift up to his mouth that caused the thing to wobble?
It's a little tube. He palms it before you can see exactly what it is.
Oh, did he just do like a little spit dart thing at him?
Who? What?
Yeah, you guess that it's some kind of sedative blow dart.
All right. Well, can the girl go down and collect her wizard?
Of course.
Are you done with us?
I am.
Toty's just
unless-
kind of looking like with his mouth agape at, like, kind of back and forth between like T'Challa and this dude that we're not trying to arrest right now.
Yeah. So Kel he puts a hand out for Tachiel and he says, "I promise that I will not invade your territory if you will respect mine professionally, unless I have done something that that just crosses the line too far. I would ask that you
like
parlay with me
that?
before
Like just happened.
Like what just happened?
that. Ignore that. That's nothing. It's not like I'm trying to blow up the city or anything.
Did he just say that he's gonna blow up the city?
And I was just typing. Good thing we have explosives, so I can get rid of this problem. I'll just leave it now, though.
All right, it's like, are you done with us?
I am. I do hope that we can
Then
meet
we would
again
like to
on
leave.
favorable conditions, and I swear that I will never step foot in your place of business without an invitation, unless there are dire circumstances.
I wouldn't wait for an invitation.
Fair enough. He nods to the usher, who brings the box back in.
All right, I put in the key, and everybody collects their weapons.
The key doesn't work yet. The key, it goes in, it twists, but it doesn't twist far enough for it to open.
Why not?
You don't know. Lorcan says, "It's a precaution. It'll work once you're outside the premises of the theater."
This is some bullshit. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why we should have gone to see Delft and give him a goddamn bird feather. Damn. Yeah, we did give it to. Oh.
No.
We gave it to the half elf.
Yeah,
Half
we gave
elf
it.
and Gale.
Yeah, well, we can get half elf to go over and do a quick little errand for us.
So where is the bird right now? Because no one said they were bringing the bird with them.
We
I
didn't
mean,
say, we didn't say we were bringing the bird last time either, but
anyone that unless anyone was going for it, Dorothy has the bird still. I mean, unless anyone asked for it.
no, I don't want it. That's just something I
So
have to
maybe
worry
the
about.
bird can sit on Aera's shoulder, because she's an elf.
Oh, you perches right at the end of her bow.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, yeah, it's fine.
I mean, because last time it rode around on Mail's head, so I figured
That's
that
true.
we could spread the love around and let someone else have the bird this time around.
We're giving you the bird, Kaylee.
Okay.
Wow.
Kaylee, did you notice that your actor got stuck halfway off stage?
What? No.
Look for the part where it says
Yeah,
the
their
fifth
head was
actor
like-
leaps into view.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their Aera.
Nice.
So the usher leads you back outside. This time there are no guards filling the hallways, just the two outside the VIP box, and then the ones there's a set of 2 guards outside the front doors. Once you step outside the theater, you hear a click come from the box, and it springs open, since the keys had been turned in it, and you're able to rearm yourselves.
Okay, I think we need to make a little call to Toty's houseboy and either get him to bring us the explosives and we'll take care of it ourselves, or to run and tell Delft that we need backup like now, and everybody that they can muster. So it's number 1 or number 2. I kind of vote number 1.
Just we'll deal with it ourselves, Unit 27 way.
Right. The thing is like, I mean, it's, if we try and blow
I
this
kind of
thing
would.
up,
So there's a squawk from the bird, and the bird, it kind of says in a snooty voice, Message received. Like
Wait.
a snooty bardic voice. I'll say snooty bardic voice. Just says message received. Where?
I didn't realize we had pressed send.
Oh, well, I mean, I thought you were saying this to the bird to send to Taliesin.
Oh, I was waiting for a choice from the group which one they wanted to go with, option 1 or
Honestly,
option 2.
Like,
I'm thinking that if we go option 1, we can blow up this building, but I'll bet you anything he's got a way outside of the building. That
yeah,
doesn't involve
I'm
Oh, we're
pretty
not
sure
going
he's gonna have NPC story immunity or something, and have to deal with his bullshit later.
Oh yeah, of course. He's not going to be killed. But this is just will be like, you know.
Well, yeah, this would be a
this is
good
our
way to
risk-
go over it and keep this really crappy play about us from ever being performed again.
Oh, that's Toty actually liked the play.
Toty would, because Toty's sick.
It was funny.
Yeah, Dorothy doesn't
up-
feel like her
Up to
portrayal
the
was very
part where they
flattering.
went over and they killed a guy.
Well, yeah.
Well, you only saw one scene. They had an entire play from start to finish about the life and times of Unit 27 from the day you had been hired on by Liam up to this point. That was the final scene. So you just got to see the tail end of the last scene where,
Yeah, these guys are jerks.
they've been following you for a while now. They're keeping eyes on you. They know what's going on. So right about now it is 10:30. So what do you want to do at this point? Because it's going to take Taliesin time to get the cart from the other boot all the way up to the theater.
Did I get the lizard in the end?
Yeah, we'll say that the usher brought the lizard to you.
I checked to make sure he's okay.
It's alive. It's going to sleep it off for, a few hours at least.
Give it mouth to mouth.
Poor
Dorothy.
baby.
Maybe it'll be a prince.
The scales are really uncomfortable, but she doesn't stop petting it because of that. All right. For now, she sticks it in her bag. There's business to take care of.
Okay. So are you guys off to try to find the doctor?
Well, if we're waiting for
Well,
Tails-
it's going to take
Tailspin to get here.
Yeah, it's going to take a while for him to get there. So do you want to give him directions for what to do when he gets there so that you can go off and be working on something?
Oh, true. You know what? Let's do that, because that way, if he gets caught, it's him that did it, not Unit 27.
Yeah, that's great.
It's called plausible deniability. We don't know this guy.
Agreed.
We don't know what his agenda was. We didn't even like him.
Okay.
This is all true information.
So
We're not killing my half
the
elf.
message back from
I
Taliesin
was just going to ask
says,
if you had a problem with that.
understood,
He answers my
I
doors.
will depart within the hour.
Whoa. He hasn't even left yet?
No, because he has to collect your cart and find something to pull it. I mean,
Toty,
it's gonna take time.
your servant is very slow. Hasn't
He's
even
not
left yet.
He's not a fucking paladin. He can't summon a steed.
Some really piss poor planning.
I don't know,
Anyways.
guys. I don't think we should do this. We should find another method. By the time that even gets here, who knows if he's here to even blow up?
Yeah, but at least the
who
theater
knows
will
if
be
there's
done.
innocent people in there?
Taliesin said, "No, the plan is decided. They gave me a unfavorable review once. The place is going to be leveled. End of discussion." Once you gave him the go-ahead, he's like, "Fuck it, this is happening."
All right.
Okay, so he wants to do it.
God, wow, when did he become such a go-getter? I feel like this is very out of character for him.
You do realize that, if you get caught, we will disavow all knowledge of you.
It's the A-team up in here. Baracus and Taliesin are gonna bring some explosive pain to the Kel Guild. So, while after all this is done, where are you headed next?
I just wanted to ask that. So, to review what Lorcan told us, he knows where Von Recklinghausen is. He wants us to sabotage the sirens.
He
For the
does, but he's
information.
already given you the address where the doctor is. It's
Oh,
in
he
a
already.
church in the Nettles.
Why would he do that?
As a good faith effort or a good faith gesture?
That was a very poor decision on his part.
Well, he said that he would like for you to do, he would like for you to take out these sea elves, but he didn't say you had to. But he figured, since they had already been messing with you, he might as well just give you the information and let you do what you want to do.
guys, I want to suggest something horrible, but maybe we should ally with the sea elves.
I
Talk
like it.
amongst yourselves. I'm going to refill my drink.
That does have potential.
They're really dicks, but I really don't like Lorcan Kel.
No,
I mean,
I am with you on that because this
Shut that
guy
lizard.
is a major douche and he needs to be taken out.
Yeah, our portrayals were not good either.
It's like, yeah, and the thing is, the idea of trying to go over and just take out the playhouse, and maybe take out this guy seems like a good idea, but he's getting out of it. And it's like, I'm rethinking it. It's already a bad decision, but it's in play, and apparently Tailspin's got it in for this place, so we'll let him deal with that. But we've got to come up with a way to go over. And I think for once, Dorothy actually has a good idea. Let's ally with the CLs and
Take over the world.
Enemy of my enemy is my friend. For now.
Yeah, you know what? I like how this plan is forming. I feel like this is a good plan. It's a good Unit 27 plan.
Yeah, I think we need to somehow get their attention and kind of open up a parlay.
Although I don't know what Cali and Brandyn think about it. I don't know if they feel like this is a good plan as well.
I don't
Kaylee's-
care either way.
Oh, I was gonna say Kaylee's.
What?
Can't really hear you, Brandon.
Yeah, we talked over you, sorry. All right. I feel like that is pretty heavily in favor of allying with the Sea Elves. Although maybe before we see the Sea Elves, we could try and find out why the Sea Elves have it out for Lorcan Kel. Because I feel like if
Are
we
you
just
kidding
show
me?
up there,
You just met him.
well, but hear me out. Even if we just go like, hey, listen, we know you guys don't like Lorcan Kel, we don't like him either. Let's, kill him. Is not going to be as persuasive as if we say, listen, we know Lorcan Kel, like killed all your babies. We want to.
Dead. That's awful.
But I mean, yes, and it sounds completely like him too.
Yeah, it actually does.
So, but I feel like that's going to be more persuasive. Not that we're going to necessarily do it, but if we took like an hour to try and like gather rumors and find out stuff, or maybe even stopped by our HC headquarters really quickly.
Well, I mean, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, we could probably do that. Yeah, but it's like an hour away, isn't it?
Something like that. Hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
it's in
seems
the
like
opposite direction.
Yeah, this seems like an hour out of our way. What's I gonna say? Well, I mean, it's like if you're talking about trying to find out how, what the beef they have with him, maybe we should just ask them directly. We've got to go over and talk to them and say, hey, you know what? We're having a problem with Warden Kel. We understand that you have a beef with him. What has he done that has gone over, that's gotten you to this point that you want him out? And if it's a good enough reason, we'll say, hey, you know what? We'll help you out with that.
Can our beefs join together to make one super sandwich
Wow.
of anger towards this dude?
Yeah, an anger sandwich.
An anger sandwich, yes.
Well, everyone's fine.
So I think we want to find the COs and make nice.
Okay. So I'll make a note of that for future.
Yeah, that's a
Wait.
good point. We probably should go to von Recklinghausen first.
Yeah, I agree. But I think that's definitely a good plan with the COs. Let's kind of get them on our side, and we'll take it from there. But we may need to go over and come up with something that gets them to not kill us on sight.
Yeah, I think that could be an issue.
You think?
Don't be all smug with us. We're aware of the limitations of our brilliant plans. To von Recklinghausen, then.
I am sharing the map. All right, so about an hour later, you arrive at the what's essentially a cliffside church in the Nettles, and this is the address you were given by Kel as where the doctor's hiding out. Outside, while you're approaching, you see there's a woman and her husband, and she says, "Have you seen the doctor? We heard that he's here somewhere, and we thought that he might be able to reattach my husband's thumb." She holds out a severed thumb, and the husband has like a cloth that's just oozing with blood, and he's got it compressed against his hand.
Nope, sorry, don't know what you're talking about. Do.
Well, she looks at you and says, "He really needs some help. He can't work like this. He severed it at work. He just cut it off in one of the machines. Can
There's
you help
plenty
him?"
of doctors out there that know. Wait, hold on a second. I could fix that.
Can you? Would you
I have
please?
healing magic. I can do this.
Okay.
This is totally okay. Guys,
So
I got
gonna-
this.
she's
By the way,
so gonna make it
did
worse.
I gave you a long rest? Did you roll for your recharge on the gun?
I didn't only because it had 2 charges, and the minimum it can get back is at a minimum it gets 2 charges back.
Okay.
So we
Fair enough.
good.
Okay. So are you going to heal her husband?
Yes,
Okay.
I will. So put the thumb together, and then boom, cure white wounds. I was thinking I wouldn't have taken prayer of healing.
So it reattaches. He doesn't have full functionality, but it's because it's just freshly reattached. So it's going to take some time for him to get his full range of movement back. And the wife says, "How can you do this? You're so young."
Well, that was a spell that Bridget taught me. That was the spirit's name, Bridget. She was a nurse in her life, and so she taught me how to heal things. And it's just really simple. It's just you think positive thoughts, and then you shoot the positive thoughts at the injury, and then it heals. Piece
The
of
wife,
cake.
she turns to her husband and says, "Okay, honey, I think we need to leave the crazy lady alone now." And she
Hey.
kind of rushes him off.
Dorothy shouts back, Bridget was perfectly sane. That's really rude of you to say. Don't worry, Bridget. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
All right,
Wow.
so that
But she
leaves
does.
you with the entrance to the church.
And as we walk in, we hear, ah, ah, yeah. Because that has to be playing like, you know, in any
Yeah,
church
I
you
know.
go into.
Ooh, but it could be like creepy church music because it's a creepy church.
Shut up.
Dun, dun, dun,
What?
dun, 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 dun.
So who's going in first?
We only have one leader in this group.
We pushed Dorothy ahead of us.
Oh, you just dominated her as the
No,
leader.
I did not. I go in front of Dorothy. Shut up.
Or we send Gargenyn first.
Oh, Gargenyn, go in there.
Okay.
No. All right, so I kind of like, you know, go in. I kind of peek in the door.
So as you peek in the door, you see a bunch of just commoners. They're laying there like they're panhandling anyone that comes in, almost harassing them to a point.
Do they see me?
Roll. Are you being stealthy? You're being moderately stealthy. Let's see if they see you. They have no perception. They don't see you yet, no.
Okay. Sneak attack. No, okay. Okay, so it looks like there's.
And the walls on the left and right side, basically between area 3 and the area 4s, it's like a half wall. Those area 4s are like, they're called chanting halls. It's where monks would stand and sing in the church before it was abandoned.
Oh, that's where the
Yeah,
come from. Can't get you.
exactly.
All right, so I don't trust that shit.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're here because this is where Von Recklinghausen is supposed to be.
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay, well, you know this is going to end up turning into a fight. So I come back to the entrance to let them know that there's multiple people in the hall, and that while they look like beggars, I don't particularly trust that.
okay.
So what are you thinking?
I would say be prepared to kill. You know, have your weapons at the ready. At
Okay.
the very least.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right, now who's got the most hit points that can take a hit?
It's
Gargenyn.
Gargenyn by a long ways.
Okay, so maybe Gargenyn should go in first. Take a little bit of the heat, or you know, maybe I should try and stealth across to the other doorway.
Okay.
If you want, I could give you Cat's Grace, and you could have advantage on your stealth checks.
Cool, I like that. But you know, I mean, yeah, and that would only be good if, like, you know, there was still flanking rules in this version, but there isn't.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true, because you can't really. There's no real. You actually don't gain much of an advantage for a pincer attack in this edition.
Yeah, I know. There's no such thing as like an actual flank. I liked that before. You know, it gave you a reason to kind of maneuver into certain positions. But you know, it's like, you know, that I'm thinking, it was like, yeah, I mean, I could probably stick across there, but I don't see any real benefit. You know, other than there might be something in the next room, but if they see me, yeah, maybe we should go to the tank. Oh, you know what? But if I go up to there and then Gargenyn goes in, their attention will be focused on him, and then I can go over and hit him from behind.
Okay, so I'm making you pick a choice now. A or B. What are you doing? Or C. I don't care. Just make a decision.
All right, you want me to cast cast grace on you?
Yeah, let's do that. And what is that going to do? That's going to give me.
Well, it gives you.
Oh, that's right. The advantage you said, right?
It'll make you
Yeah.
adorable. Kitty cat.
One second.
And I would probably suggest that everybody else get up into the hallway as well.
Okay, go ahead and move your tokens.
All right, so for 1 hour, you got advantage on dexterity checks, and if you have reduced damage from fall. Yes, you don't take any damage from falling 20 feet or less.
Nice.
Oh, sorry, I was gonna. Oh, never mind.
I'm going to be like.
Yeah, why did Dorothy get dragged all the way there?
I don't
Because
know.
that's where someone put your
Vicious.
token.
Oh, all right, so I think we let T'Chaiel give him a chance to sneak across first.
You got a 20.
That will do.
Pig.
Why can I say that all the time? It's like he'll go over and say that'll do, and I'll be pig.
Some things just never die, like Charlotte's Web.
So I get to the other side without incident, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
It's from Babe.
Okay.
Yeah, I was waiting until it was quiet so I could correct them.
I thought it. Oh, okay, maybe.
No, it's
No,
from Babe.
yeah. You're thinking some pig.
Yeah. Whatever. I had the pig part right. Just shut up.
All right, so I get to the far doorway and I crouch in, at the doorway there, and I signal to Gargenyn. And while I do that, I look behind me. What do I see in the room?
Behind you, you mean north of you?
Yeah. I mean, assume that I'm in that doorway and I'm facing towards Gargenyn. I'm facing south, but what is behind me to the north?
I don't know why we're stealthing. It's just random commoners. I'm sure they're friendly.
Andy told us he felt like they weren't.
So, about 10 feet behind you, there's just
We
a
should go see what's in
freestanding
those
wall.
secret doors.
The secret doors lead to the chanteries.
All right, so I guess Gargenyn should probably just walk to the middle of the room and see if these guys start going mental.
And now when you appear out of nowhere, they might.
Well, no, I don't want them to go mental at me. That's why I figured it's like, Gargenyn goes out there, one or two might get a pot shot at him.
They're just standard cultists. They're fine. They're not going to attack us.
Okay, someone move a token. For the love of God, someone move a token. As Gargenyn walks in, the commoners, they start shaking little cups at him, trying to get him to give a few coins. Food for the needy.
Dorothy
Alms for
tosses
the
a couple coins.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna stick like cupcakes in their cups or something.
I'll drop some of my breakfast in their cups.
That's it. I give most of them like copper and silver, but one of them I give glitter.
God.
Are you gonna give one of them Fey Pepper cookies?
That's a great Get them addicted to Mama June's fake
Oh
pepper
my
cookies.
god. They can't afford to buy them.
That's the point. The first one's free.
Oh my god.
Okay, so are you moving in?
Hey, we keep going.
Waiting for a sneaky guy up there to do stuff.
I'm still finding it hard to believe that.
Dorothy,
these
as you
guys
cross
weren't-
the A and a magical alarm sounds,
Oh
and
my
you
god.
hear running and some panicked whispering from the other side of the wall just directly north of you. At the sound of the alarm, the commoners all stand up and make their way quickly out of the church.
Okay, well, it wasn't what I thought it was, but good job, Dorothy.
She's like, what?
I just
How is
shake.
it-
I just shake my head. I'm like, oh God. Like, why have I been saddled with this moron?
That's very mean, sir.
So
Be
go ahead
nicer,
and roll
sir.
initiative for me.
Yeah, way to go, Dorothy. Now they know we're coming.
You should probably play that video throughout this whole encounter just to get yourself in the spirit of what's going on here.
What video?
Which video?
I just linked it. It's 10 hours.
I
so
want
it's
to
the
play
last
it
to fight.
so bad right now. Hey,
Yeah.
you can't play it. You can't play it.
Oh God, why would anybody listen to that for 10 hours?
That's the kind of thing you like play it and then lock your computer and go to lunch. That's what those are for.
Okay, Gargenyn, you are up first. Andy and Toty, I still don't have initiatives from you. Or Toty.
Okay, I have no idea why I just did an advantage on that.
Because it's a dex roll.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that means Andy goes first.
Keep on stealthing, bro.
I'm going to stealth over to here. I mean, is that like a full wall? Like where 7 is?
We're 7. Yeah, that's a full wall.
Okay, that's a full wall. All right, so I'm going to kind of stealth over to there, staying low, hoping they don't see me. Do they see me? Or does he see me?
Hold on.
Oh, this guy is so dead.
Why? He does not. However, he is not surprised.
Oh, no, thanks to Dorothy. Here's the thing. What does he look like, and do I recognize him as what hovering over him tells me?
Looks like a thug to me.
Yeah, he is obviously a member of the Kel Guild. He's wearing one of the red scarves.
Okay, so T'Challa sees the red scarves and immediately understands what's going on.
Yeah.
Stop resisting.
So we've been screwed over, and I immediately go over and shoot at this sumbitch.
Okay.
Take him out.
Okay, I'm. Do I get the sneak attack or not?
Yeah, you get sneak attack because you're acting before him. It's just not a crit.
Gotcha. All right, and I yelled back to everybody else. I was like, it's a trap.
Brandyn, you're up.
All right, I'll be right back.
Did you want to take a double move?
Is that space to the left open?
Yeah, but that column there that's fallen is difficult terrain.
Okay.
Toty.
See, I'll go there. Probably might as well dash just to go closer.
Say what?
I said I might as well do the dash action or whatever just to get a little bit closer. So I can't do anything else this turn.
You're not going to double move?
No? Well, I mean, that's what I did just now.
Well, you would get your full movement twice, not just an extra 10 feet.
But then I'd be out in the open.
Okay. Fair enough.
Trying to be safe.
Cali, you're up.
Of course, the other 30 thugs are probably going to come out of that secret door just south of us.
Dorothy.
Move 3 there.
That's 30 feet deep, right?
I wish.
And take a shot at Kill Guild Thug 1.
Okay.
And she's like, this one's for that bum guy.
It's a hit.
Pow. And she moves back. Because I just remembered that everyone can spring attack now in 5th edition.
So Thug 1 is going to come up to touch a eel with a short sword. Kablam!
Sliso.
And he misses with the second attack. Thug 2 is going to kind of come out here, and he's going to shoot at Gargenyn. Actually, no, he'll shoot at Dorothy. Because why the fuck not?
Well, because I'm behind cover.
You're not, though.
I
No, you're
did.
not.
I said I moved 5 feet
Oh,
after my attack.
yeah, well, he would have missed anyway, so.
Okay. So it doesn't matter who he shot at.
So you hear footsteps running away in the northwest corner. And you hear someone shouting, "They're here, they're here!" And then you hear another voice that says, "They're gonna kill me! Don't let them in!"
Where's the voice coming from?
From the northwest.
In his defense, he's not wrong. We are going to kill some people.
Andy, you're up.
Take him out.
Andy.
I think he said he was going to step away for a second, but I
Yeah.
figured he would be back by
He had
now.
to go get more magic cookies, I'm sure.
I think he's back just in time.
Andy. You back?
Nope, I was wrong. Ignore me.
Well, if he doesn't come back within a minute or so, we'll skip him for this round and we'll let him take his turn when he gets back.
Yeah, just delay him until after everyone else. Delay him to after Dorothy.
Sounds like a
And
plan.
Then Gargenyn can go fuck some people up.
All right, Brandon, have at it. Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm back.
We skipped you.
Noticed.
Yep. You don't get a turn now.
You guys are mean.
I was harassing him by Facebook Messenger too. Just in
I heard
case
you
was calling
chiming.
with them. All right. Attack this thug dude here. Oh, weird.
And my commitment was on getting snacks, so leave me alone.
I'm just kidding. I don't. Error.
I swear to God, I looked at that. I thought I said you were asking if you even ESO. Dude,
You
even
even
ESO.
Dorothy, you're up.
I hear you. I'm moving. So Dorothy
Okay.
moves there. Oh, wait, sorry. Dorothy can only get there because the Aera is difficult terrain.
Yeah.
And then she shoots stupid guard in his stupid face. This time she's gonna do it with magic bullets.
Andy, give me a perception check while all this is going on.
Bloody hell. She rolled an attack roll.
And you're up, Andy.
Was he only engaged with me or was he engaged with Toty?
He's engaged with Toty.
When's the wedding?
Oh, God.
So bad.
It is.
He is so messed up. Oh, I killed him.
Good work, boss.
Bling.
How did I hear that? Oh, it came through
Oh
on
my
Brandon's.
god.
What's going on, Katie? Or Kaylee?
Right. Time for Toty to finish this. Slice.
You
Oops.
don't have it selected.
place. Punch. Got stuck there.
You thought you were hitting it with the full force, but you just kind of grazed him with your fingernail.
Yep.
Oh,
Kaylee, you're up. And you could see down the hallway to your left and right.
oh, I can?
Yeah. If you look to your left, you can see down to where there's like a turn in
Looks
the
like
hall.
a worm.
Yeah, that's like some kind of cable or some shit.
Oh, in the water? That's good. Probably shouldn't stand in there. Can,
I don't think
Can
it's
I
an
cl-
electric cable, but yeah, it's something like that.
can I climb on the pillar?
Yeah,
What do I have to?
just step up on it. It's only like 5 feet up.
Oh, okay, look. I thought it was a giant pillar.
Well, it's like a pillar that's on its side.
Well, yeah, but I don't know.
And
It
it's not.
seems like a giant one.
Yeah, it's just difficult terrain.
Dorothy's now using a real bull. Yeah. Stop resisting. Every time she kills a thug, that's what she's gonna say now.
Oh, she's like go over and like lean down really close to his ear. Their gun's still like pointed at him. Like stop resisting.
And it's just still smoking. It's super creepy. So Andy, what are you gonna do? Oh, roll me another perception.
I'll roll a perception.
You can't.
Oh yeah? Look at that. I
So
totally
Andy,
rolled one.
you see there's a secret door here. You don't know where it goes or what it does, but you see it there. But there's still at least 2 people in the northwest corner of the map that you can't see. They're behind that wall.
Mm. All right, I'm gonna move to there, but then I'm gonna go over in stealth to here.
Okay. Roll your stealth. That's fair.
If anyone wants to touch it, you'll go down there.
Oh God! And I look down there to see if there's anything there.
So you can see there's another one of those red, it's like a cable. It's not really a wire. It doesn't look like it conveyed electricity, but it's some kind of cable or curtain or something that's on the ground.
Well, the top one's not touching water, so
Bling.
oh, from where I am, I should have been able to see both
Yeah, I just thought about
west
that.
and to the east.
Yeah, as far as you know, there's nothing on the east side.
I think Toty needs to go take care of some wires.
Take care of some what?
Some wires.
What do you want me to do with wires?
I don't know. Get them so that they don't kill us.
All right. So what's the threat here? What is the little G thing?
It's nothing.
That didn't sound convincing.
And what's the trap?
What trap?
The T.
That's also nothing.
What wires are you talking about, Andy?
The red things.
Red
The red
things,
things.
brown, look like worm.
Those are clearly eels.
I knew that was coming.
So you want Toty to go down there? He'll do it.
Well, we need to go over and figure out what that is because I have a bad feeling that it's supposed to keep us from getting back behind whatever that is. So
Okay.
Oh, maybe it's the
I need
wizard.
you to stop everything right now, because Toty just triggered a trap. He stepped on a sawbone blade.
Oh, he stepped on the G.
But what about my perception check? I might have spotted it.
Hold on. Let me see which one this is. Did you roll a 20? No, you did not.
I'm pretty sure I did.
No, you did
I-
not.
It was in the tower. They're all 20s.
He did say that he always rolls a 20. So, I mean, you know, they got to give it to him.
See?
Oh! Oh! Bzzzt. It's trying to take you out at the knees.
That's dumb that we have to roll 20 to see a trap. Traps are the worst.
Why did that say instant? Oh.
It's all good.
Hold on.
No, I'm good. Next.
Aera, you're up.
Shenanigans.
Dorothy, why don't you go through the water
Uh,
and go the other way around, especially in the water. Zzz.
so, is the trap disabled that Tony walked over?
It is.
That's why Toty didn't take any damage from it. He disabled it.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, let me
He was
get rid of that real
crit.
quick.
Shoot to
I don't know what to do.
Move.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
turn.
So, did we get any information about what that thing is?
Let me see if there's anything in the module about it.
Well, I would hope that there is. And I moved to 60 feet to get up to there.
Give me a second. So you can see through there, that thing with the red and blue kind of partial things in the circle. That's a fireplace. I don't know why it has red and blue. Common areas. Once the center of activity for the church's monks, this room was shaken. This is for Area 5. Once the center of activity for the church's monks, this room was shaken in the recent tremors, creating a broad flooded sump. Of the 4 pillars that held the roof, 1 crumbled and 1 toppled. Wolf, can't read that part. Can't read that part. His bodyguards on loan from Lorcan killed. Blah blah. Can't read that part. Additionally, the traps marked with on the map protect the approach. Anyone who steps in the trap square is attacked. Okay, it says gates, spaces marked with G on the map have iron gates that hang from the ceiling, hinged so that when released they swing down. I wasn't going to use that. It was essentially a second type of trap, and I was not going to use it. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about the red wire cable looking things.
That's flavor then.
Small well in the corner of the room is fed by rainwater. Yeah. So it's just debris on the ground then. So Andy, gonna do anything else?
That's it. I can only double move.
Okay. So the Kelgild thug steps out from the behind the wall and shoots Tachiel with a heavy crossbow. And then darts back in behind the wall.
That's gonna cost him. I might need a little aid, Dorothy.
You're gonna give Dorothy AIDS?
Don't joke about shit like that. Not
I need
cool.
aid. I need some help. Need a heal.
You draw like the weirdest lines in the sand, Lee.
Yeah.
Wait, why'd you get injured? Oh, one of those Kelgild.
Yeah, something jumped out and shot at me.
Well, return the favor.
Well, I will, but depending what's in there, I don't want to get stuck with,
Now you'll be fine.
Toty,
What?
your turn.
Oh, was that ding was actually me?
Mm-hmm.
I became immune to it because it kept happening and it was never my turn. Like it happened like 3 times before it came around this time. I don't know. Go see if I can find this trap on the other side here.
You're going to run way the fuck over there?
Just trying to see what's going on or what's in these parts that are still hidden. Or was there
I
still
don't
something
wanna
over
run.
there I missed and that we were supposed to do?
Yeah, there was a Kelgild thug behind the wall.
The one that shot Andy.
Yeah. Quit
Oh, I
playing
don't see
ESO,
anything.
goddammit.
I'm not playing ESO. I don't see anything there. I see a hallway, and that was it.
Yeah,
And
because
you were talking
no
about a
one's
pillar,
no
so I
one
went
can
to the
see
other
behind
side.
the wall.
Then how is he
I
getting
don't want to
shot?
go out.
because he can't. All right, see where I say where T'Challa is.
Yep.
All right, something came out from the gray box there, shot at me, and then ducked back in.
Oh, I thought that was all solid. Like I don't see anything. Okay. Oh well, I already moved.
Because there's a fog of war over it. Which
I
odd.
don't want to do it.
How did you get a gray fog? I thought
I
they
don't
were
know.
usually like peach.
That's probably an update.
Could be. Kaylee, you didn't want to move?
No.
Probably a good decision. Go for a dog. Even though you don't got Dorothy's back, Dorothy's got your back.
You know what? I always got your back. You haven't died yet, have
Yeah,
you?
so that's where you keep all your dimes.
Well, it's convenient. All right, so I move over to there to see what I can see, and
Okay.
I shoot.
Don't attack yet. Dr. von Recklinghausen has a bomb in his hand and ready in action to throw it if anyone came around the corner.
Test.
Can hear you.
Look who the smart one is now. The guy who ran away.
Fuck!
All right, so he throws it at me, and I
And you dodge. You dodge.
Oh, screw it, dodge! I go over and I hit it with my my gun, and I knock it right back at him.
You're not a monk. You don't get to do that. You may continue your turn.
It's got a reflex save, motherfucker. I think.
It's not a thing in 5th edition.
No, of course it's not.
So Andy ducks and hits the wall behind him and blows up on him. That's how I'm interpreting it.
Yeah, that's how I feel like I'm getting screwed over. So it's like I succeed, but I still fail.
Yeah, since when didn't Riser become a dictatorship? I thought there was freedom.
Huh?
No, there's
Take your attack.
I'm working on it.
To be fair, I do know there is a king, so.
So if he makes a save, there's like no explosion. You
It's a
pinch
dud.
the.
That's
You pinch the. Oh my god! I can't think what it's called. Not the wick, but
the fuse.
fuse. Thank you.
Like in
Midair.
a cartoon.
Yeah.
He catches it.
Oh, he whips his rapier out and like chops off the burning part as it.
No,
Oh
no,
my
no,
god,
so
that's awesome.
awesome.
No, I like the idea where he just goes over and just like easily catches it like with one hand and then just reaches over and goes, "Tss," just like snuffs it out like with nothing.
Yeah, that's what you need is more explosives.
Oh, good point. And
True.
I take it, I toss it to Dorothy. I'm like, here, save this for later.
I can't wait to hear about the havoc the half health causes later.
I don't know what you're talking about. What half elf is this? I've
See,
never
now
heard of this.
you're gonna have to go over and do like another one of those little newspapers. It's
Mhm.
gonna have that story in it.
Yeah, it's going to be remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and plot. I can't remember why the theater something or other should ever be forgot.
Can't remember why this theater is embers.
It's not bad.
Oh, you missed. Bring it, Doc.
You do not know what you're asking. And he disengages away.
If the rest of you guys want to come and help, that'd be great.
You
You got this, right?
All right. Toty should probably keep exploring over here. He's already here. All right, now I move that. Oh wait, hold on. Before I move any, is that pillar down at the south? Is that like difficult terrain or anything weird?
Yeah, it's difficult terrain to cross it.
Yes. Oh. I'm having a rough night.
Yes, it happens to everyone. Dorothy is going to Sacred Flame.
Sacred flame.
That's right. Oh my god, they keep succeeding.
So, Kaylee, what was that message about that you were something on off day?
Oh yeah, we have every other Friday off.
Was today your off day?
Well, it was supposed to be, but I had to cover today,
Oh.
which means I had to go in for 6 o'clock.
Overpay or overtime.
No. Yeah, I don't get overtime.
Are you salaried?
Yep.
Oh, never mind.
That's how they get you.
Yep.
Of course, a lot of jobs that works out well, but then you have ones like D was working that do not work out well.
Well, the other problem with it, like this particular job, is it never works out well because we have to record our time
Son
for the
of a
government.
bitch.
So you have to work the 80 hours every 2 weeks, no matter what, because it's recorded.
Yeah.
So like you can't leave an hour early this week and make it up next week. That doesn't happen.
What do you do?
A manufacturing planner. I put in orders for material and release shop orders to the floor.
Oh.
Bling.
Wait. Draw that again? I need you to draw a straight line.
Why?
Okay.
I mean, I can, but it doesn't.
When you get to here, you trigger a bone saw blade trap.
Okay.
Damn. Continue your movement.
Oh, Earth goes there.
When you get to here, you trigger a third one.
Oh my god.
Damn it. That was the last one. And you see the doctor, he's freaking out. He thinks you're going to kill him.
He'd be right.
If he's associated with the Kill Guild, I mean, he's probably not wrong.
This thug has lived a lot longer than I thought he would.
He's doing a pretty good job so far.
Screw it. Ah. Why does he have so much health?
Yeah, man.
He's a thug. Come on, Dorothy.
This time, Sacred Flame will definitely work. Aha!
Wah, 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 wah.
Bam. I just went over and sliced and diced.
You did. So as the thug goes down, Dr. von Recklinghausen can hear it. So he drops his weapon and puts his hands up and says, "Please don't kill me."
Why shouldn't we?
Good question.
Stop resisting.
I'm innocent. I didn't do anything.
You're a bomb at me. That's not the action of an innocent man.
You're trying to kill me.
No.
You attacked
You
first.
just killed 3 other bodyguards. And you're not trying to kill me? That's bullshit.
Bodyguards. Those are criminals.
Those are, yeah, those are. Oh, shit.
What?
I was like, I was sitting here thinking, I was like, I just didn't like trust the Cal guy. And I'm like realizing, like, okay, well, yeah, they told us where he was. I'm like, it would stand the reason he would have bodyguards, wouldn't he? Oops.
Yeah, you forgot those probing questions. Like, how do you know where the doctor is? Why do you know where the doctor is?
Well, it's like, I thought okay, to be perfectly honest, I thought when they said that they knew where he was, like they had, because you said that these people had been following us for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
well,
Cal
I was
Guild
thinking
has.
that, yeah, and I was thinking that they went over and they knew they were looking for Recklinghausen and that they had eyes on him, but not that they were actually actively, not that they weren't actually actively protecting him.
Well, ask him what's going on.
Well, this is just like, he's flipping up because we killed people. He killed his bodyguards, and now I'm like realizing, like, oh crap, he's probably right. All right, so what's going on?
Be a little more conversational than just, hey, what's going on?
What's going on?
Hey, stop. Copyright.
I don't think that was recognizable, so.
What are you talking about? It sounds just like them.
Good point.
It kind of
Paul
does.
is correct. Yes. Okay, so what's going on? So why are you here? Why are they protecting you? What's going on? Because right now we are very confused about what's happened.
Ever since that poor girl died on the fence at the Donoran consulate, I've been running for my life. She gave me those files, and they're so damning. I figured it was just a matter of time before someone came to kill me.
Why are they damning? Or how are they damning?
Well,
wait, did someone say Danning?
They are. It's basically a paper trail showing how the Donorans are manipulating Missouri businesses and working with some other group doing something behind the scenes. They're trying to destroy Flint.
Well, why was this not brought to the attention of the RHC immediately?
How could I'm being hunted.
Yes, how could the police have possibly protected you? Guys, we don't do that, right?
There are documents here that indicate that there's someone connected to the government tied to all this. I don't know who, but someone high up. I don't know who I
Sounds
can
like a
trust.
crazy man.
Probably the Duchess.
They're out to get me.
You
Where's
really
that
hate
same
that
photo?
Duchess.
Dude.
And he says, here, as proof, I'll give you that girl's necklace. He takes off a pendant from around his neck and tosses it to Toty. It looks like a little canary in a cage, a little golden figure.
And how are we supposed to know that that belongs
What is
to
this
Melissa?
proof of?
Yeah, no shit.
Well, you were told by Five Finger Flynn that the dead girl gave a necklace to someone, a man, along with a bundle of papers.
Does he have the papers? Those seem more useful.
If you promise not to kill me, I'll give you the papers.
Our intent was not to kill you. We've actually been searching for you in order to protect you, in order to put you into protective custody.
I mean, seriously, we put a bunch of people who burned down and murdered people in protective custody. Although you did try to kill us too, so maybe
Yeah.
that fits in
Yeah, I'm
more.
still a little bit pissed off about that bomb nonsense.
Hey, I was just protecting myself. Sorry, nothing personal. About this time, you hear what sounds like metal being pounded into stone coming from the front entrance.
Ching, 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 ching.
No, it's more like a ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk. Like heavy metal.
That can't be good, guys.
It never is.
Well, I don't know.
Well, actually,
Construction was
Dorothy,
pretty good.
Dorothy looks over at Recklinghausen and she's like, "More of your friends?"
He shakes his head and says, no, only the three.
All right, I guess we should probably find out what the hell that is. So, is it? Do we know it's coming from somewhere in particular? Is it coming from the
Yeah,
entrance?
it's coming from the entrance, like the very entrance hall.
All right, so I go there and I look down.
So you see metal, it's like solid metal beams are being placed to block the hallway so that you can't escape. And you see a couple of people and some carriages out beyond the hallway. Let me find something here.
Oh, sorry, Kitty. Didn't know you're down there.
I know I have a token. Where is it?
I see tokens.
So, Andy, at the end of the hallway, you see two people standing there. One is Reed McMahon's, the mayor of the Nettles. It's his butler, Cillian Creed. The other is a human that you've never seen before, and he acts like he's in charge.
Have we seen the butler before?
Yeah, you saw him when you went to Cauldron Hill with Never Seacham.
Oh,
Skyseer.
yeah.
He's the one that said,
Well-
wait in the garden and brought you the lemonade.
Just remember he was kind of a dick to us,
I
wasn't he?
was just gonna say, I remember him being a bit of a tool.
Well,
He was.
fortunately, he is now hostile, so.
Uh,
Although, I think this does answer one of our questions that has been lingering for a bit,
Which is
or 5 seconds, I should say. Who the high up person is that Recklinghausen was scared of?
oh true.
Probably Delft.
Well, I mean, if it was the mayor of the Nettles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if the mayor of the Nettles butler is here, I feel like not a huge leap at this point.
They're all Delft's lackey.
So Leon Quintel, you see him kind of magnetoing these metal bars into place and just kind of pounding them into the rock to prevent you from getting out. He says, look, we're all adults here. I don't want to kill you, but I will if I have to. I just want the doctor and the papers. You hand those things over to me, I'll let you out. We'll let bygones be bygones. Everyone's happy.
Oh, we all move.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
I don't know what you think you're going to do to get through that gate, but
Through what gate?
he made a gate at that red arrow.
Really? Because I feel like
he's
we have
hammered
a.
them in from where he's at down there.
Mm-mm.
That was confusing for me. I thought he was putting them in down where he's at right now.
No, he put him in where that red arrow is. Now he's starting on a second one.
Oh, okay.
And you see Cillian Creed deposit some barrels just inside the hallway there. Look.
So we can just blow those right now.
Oh yeah, I aimed directly for the one that he's carrying.
See if we can take them out.
He's already deposited them. But as soon
But he's
as
still
they're
at the
set
gate. He's
down,
still at the gate, though.
they are.
Yeah.
As soon as he sets them down, Quintel pushes them. They have metal bands that hold them together. He pushes them towards the northern gate that he made. So there are barrels that essentially block right here.
I don't know how he's pushing things through the gate down to the south.
He's essentially the Zeitgeist version of Magneto. So he's pushing the metal bands that hold them together down and rolling them through the hallway. And he says, if you don't give me what I want, I'll just make it all go away. I don't
Too
have
bad there's
to
a
blow
bunch
up
of
the
things
church.
in the way.
I don't have to blow up the church, but I will. And you'll all die in the cave-in.
He literally made it impossible for us to even do what he wants.
Well, I mean, I'll make it worth your while. You know, I'll open the gate and everything to let you out, but you have to send the doctor through first.
All right. I asked Recklinghausen, do you know if there's another way out of here?
He says that he was brought in a secret passage.
All right, and do you know where it is?
Yeah, he points at the privy where number 7 is.
Okay.
He says there's a secret door behind the privy.
Okay.
Smells like shit, but I mean that's why they call it shit tunnel.
All right, so
Let's.
I go there I'll let them distract the with some nonsense talk and everything, and I'm gonna go check out
Ooh,
the
ooh.
Okay.
Dorothy pulls out the lizard and is like, "Would you accept the lizard in place of Dr. von Recklinghausen?"
No.
I have a spirit here named Tanya. She's kind of a bitch, but she does know a lot of stuff. You could totally have her.
I just
It's like,
need the doctor. Quintel turns to Creed and says, "This is going to be a waste of time. I say we just go and let the Jaguars loose. We've got to shut down the Skyseer, get him gone." And Creed turns to him and says, "Really? Do you want to make a public spectacle about it?" Quintel turns back to Creed and says, "We don't really have a choice at this point. If we don't, everything's going to go to hell, and we don't want the obscurity to come down on us. We need to come out ahead regardless of what we have to do." So Quintel says, "I'm going to leave you to light the fuse. I'm going to head on over and let the technicians know that they need to ramp up production." Creed says,
If-
"No, no, no. Let me go. Let me do this, and then you can ignite the barrels." Quintel says, "Okay, okay. Fair enough." Uh, Creed gets into a carriage and drives off. Andy, what are you doing?
going through the tunnel.
So Quintel lights the fuse and gets in his own carriage and drives off.
All right, and then once they're out of sight, we immediately go down and follow Andy.
Yeah, move your asses. Let's go.
Okay.
We wanted to make it plausible to think that they won.
So everyone make a break for it. You have 3 rounds to get out of the church, or you are dead.
Well, it's 130 feet, so it's. I think we can all make it in 3 rounds.
If we all double move, yeah.
Yeah, as long as you don't stop to do anything on your way, then yeah.
Well, even
Dorothy-
if Kirby, we're not stopping to pee.
Dorothy stops for a minute to console the lizard and be like, "Listen, lizard, you are just as valuable as Dr. von Recklinghausen." Tries to make it feel better, even though it's still unconscious.
Ah. I'm not sure now. Doesn't track, but I think that's 2 rounds from.
So you all manage to escape as soon as Dorothy is right there in that last stretch, because she's a little slower right now. The casks of fire just explode, and basically a giant cloud of dust and debris comes screeching through the tunnel. It blasts her out, and she lands face down on the ground, a good
She's like,
15 feet out.
Now, Dorothy does the super slow motion, runny, jumpy thing right at the last second, like in the
Yeah,
movies.
exactly. So we're going to stop here. When we pick up next week, you're going to have to race against time to find out what's going on at the Skyseers rally. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, do we really have to save the Skyseer? I mean, he'll be okay, right?
Probably not.
He probably sees us coming. It's good. He makes
Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
Just saying, I have faith in him.